Mike, Phillies play the Red Sox. It's a huge series from the standpoint that the Phillies have the best record in baseball, and probably the hottest team in baseball is the Boston Red Sox.
And they have the second best record and the best record in the National and the American League.
Yeah, it's a neat matchup. People say it's a preview of October in the playoffs of the World Series, and I'm thinking we're really getting the cart in front of the horse there.
I'll say.
What do you want to see from this series? Is there anything that you might be trying to watch the next couple of days?
Yeah, first of all, whether or not they're meet in the World Series is nobody has any idea because short series baseball is a crapshoot. But I think these are the two best teams in baseball. I do, and so it's going to be interesting to see them match up and to see the pitching matchups. The thing that I want to see is the Phillies hit against championship caliber pitching. Try to hit. We're going to see Beckett today, Josh Beckett, who when he's at his best is certainly a championship caliber guy, has been erratic in recent years. And of course the Phillies are going to throw Cliff Lee and Cole Hamels in 2 of the 3 games. So I mean in that sense I'm really looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to seeing Worley compete against an offense this good. Now 2 things to think about. Number 1, Carl Crawford is hurt. Mm-hmm. And is not going to play, I don't think, at all in the series. I think he's on the DL.
Right.
And the other thing is drawing a blank on the first baseman's name, the old first baseman for the Red Sox.
You mean David Ortiz?
Yes, is now exclusively a DH, so he will not play in this series because it's in Philadelphia. Probably will not play. He'll probably pinch hit or whatever.
Sure.
So that's a sort of a leavening factor too. If we get to October, we will have long since forgotten about that. And then if they do meet in the World Series, the media will bring it up again. But for right now, it's just it's the end of June and it's going to be fun to watch.
Well, if it was in Fenway, the disadvantage would be we'd be having Russ Gload as our DH. So it evens out.
Russ Gload mania. I'm feeling it. I don't know about you, Starkey, but I'm feeling it.
A couple concerns I have is the Phillies offense in general. They only scored 5 runs over the weekend against the Oakland A's. Mm-hmm. Oakland A's, I don't believe, are a 500 club yet. They're close. They're having a decent
year. Their pitching
is very good. Yeah, I was going to get to, but their Phillies last week were 12-15 against teams with winning records. That's a concern for me. They're beating up the bad teams, but the Phillies they had this happen Saturday again. They had a game where they lost. They couldn't score any runs. They have 15 games this year where they've scored 1 or less runs. I almost hope they lose 2 out of 3 this week against the Red Sox, or lose all 3. So it would be a big eye opener. We have to get a right-handed bat in this lineup. They need one more offensive hitter, a guy that makes contact, that can move the runners. It doesn't have to be a huge name. The Giants proved last year it didn't have to be a big name. You just got to give it somebody like a Cody Ross in here.
But I mean, that's the kind of thing that could matter. You guys that aren't that good could be great in a short series like that. That's the nebulous nature of this. But I think they're going to try to get a right-handed hitter. I don't think they're going to want to spend resources to do it. If they can pull it off, great. If not, they'll just go with what they have. And I think part of this is, and I'm not downplaying it because you're absolutely right, the offense is a problem, but they're 6th in the National League in runs scored, which is not terrible.
No.
And it's a little bit, maybe if you factor in the ballpark, it's less good, but the sport is changing. It's more pitcher oriented right now. And the San Francisco Giants have the worst offense in the major leagues, I think. And but they put it together for a couple of weeks in October last year, and they got the rings. So some of this is kind of nebulous. But the Phillies offense has to get better. But I think people. Maybe fans need to be a little bit less hysterical about this because baseball is changing a little bit. It's a different game.
It is. It just drives me crazy. One more point about the offense is Cole Hamels. It's sort of an offensive and defensive philosophy here. He has pitched so well. He should have 11 wins on the year. He only has 9. The Pittsburgh game out in Pittsburgh, they couldn't get any runs for him. I think he lost 2-1 or 3-2. It was a game that went 10 innings. He lost against the A's over this last weekend. He went 8 innings, pitched fantastic, gave up 1 run. They couldn't score for him. If they could give this poor guy some runs, he's one of the best pitchers of baseball right now.
Halladay and Hamels are both guys that for whom a Cy Young argument could be made if the season ended today, and they're certainly both going to be in the All-Star game, I would think.
Great ERAs as well.
But I'm not worried. Pitching wins and losses are a reflection of the offense and everything else. So it's not that big a deal, except that they are not taking as much advantage of this phenomenal pitching that they have as they probably should. Now, having said that, and I don't disagree with anything you're saying, Starkey, best record in baseball,